Ah, hello. If you were watching last video, you know, little by little, here and there, I was in negotiations for another, yes, Commodore 64. It's yellowed, it's dirty, oh, it's dusty, it's ugly. On the bottom doesn't look bad, but, yeah, it ain't great. And it's got some broken and missing key things, but that's not terrible. Now, I'm going to see. I don't think there's any screws in it. There are not. So, it should be that if I pull, there we go, pull at the side, it should open up. Oh, it's opening up. Now, what is here? There's a bag in here. What is in this bag? Oh, screws and things. And it looks like a mount for the keyboard. So maybe the keyboard is already, oh, it's already ready to come out. Isn't that a beautiful thing? The keys are yellowed. Very, very yellowed. Okay, so we'll just take this incredibly yellowed keyboard and take it off. Set it over here. And then we'll take this incredibly yellowed top off and take it over here. Now this also, besides that, it looks like it had some sticker on here. That's gross. But also it meant that it didn't get nicely, evenly yellowed. Oh well. Anyway, so here we have a Commodore 64. This is not the board that would have come in this Commodore 64. See, this is an original, old, vintage board. Kind of like the other one I was looking at. What? Oh, it is also a revision A. All the main chips are indeed pocketed. So, well, I guess it is time to turn those on. I will look around, see if I see anything obviously deficient and defunct. I do not. So, I will grab power switch is indeed off. I'll grab the power. No signal. And I'll grab the monitor thing. Video. Remember, it's a 5-pin in. And it's funny, this fellow, I think in the ad he said, well, because it's 5-pin, it doesn't have the mono and or lumen and the chroma. Well, it does. They just decided they should switch. So let's just see. We'll turn it on. And up it comes, indeed. It does have more lines than the other. In other words, it looks somewhat worse. But it does seem... Wait a second. Let me look at that. Oh yeah, it's got all the RAM. Sorry, I just couldn't read it over there. Okay, so we're going to put this on Diagnostics. And set 1. And I'll put in the Retro Rewind cartridge. And turn it on. See what's what. We shall. Of course, what are we really hoping for? Well, we're hoping it comes up fine. I did not connect all the things to it. I did not. But we're hoping, above all, that indeed the SID chip sings. That would be best. Not that it isn't good that everything else works. It's just dandy. Okay. Now, I did not hear the noise generator thing. Let me look here. Oh. Well, that is disturbing. Doesn't seem to be seated very well in there. Oh, do I have a screwdriver here? Not that that's going to make any difference at all. It's not going to make any difference. But there are some times with some boards of different versions when the SID chip doesn't sing. It just doesn't. Or that sound generator thing doesn't. But this chip, it doesn't look like it's all that well in there. So I'm going to take it out. And I'm going to have a look at it. Oh yeah. Ends are a little bent on the end. I might have just done that. Let's see here. I'll take a pencil eraser. It's always a good thing. On any chip. Be gentle, be firm. Don't bend the pins. And make sure. Now let's look at the date code on this. 4982. So it does seem to be an old one. The socket looks a little like it might have been replaced. But you never know, you know. Oh, I gotta get this turned on before the TV shuts off. Check the pins. Check the witness mark. Okay. It's in. Good to be okay. Let's hit it again. Let's see. But once again, sometimes some of the SID chips don't sing, even though they should sing. Anyway, we'll see. Oh dear. Oh dear. Look at that. There's no glass in my glasses. I've had this happen before. I wonder where. Oh, there it is. Oh dear, dear. I had a beast of a time getting this back in. It may be. It just won't do it. I don't know. I don't think I did anything bad to it. I will be surprised if this is any different. Nope, I hear nothing. So it could be that indeed I have a bad SID. But we'll go to the dead test. Turn this on. The dead tests always take longer. Oh, maybe I got the lens back in faster than I thought. Maybe. There's a little line on the lens. Oh, I just pulled it out. Don't do that. There's a little line. Well, it's back in. Anyway, we'll see what the dead test says. But I'm suspecting that sadly, while the SID chip works, well, 75%, that's not 100%. It is not. And explosions and noise generation are an important part of any SID chip. But that's the way it goes. ship getting mighty warm. Oh dear. Okay, no, it's okay. It's okay. That's what it's supposed to do. That's what it's supposed to do. Soon, it should be testing the SID chip, unless something I did poking around there. There we go. Interesting. All right. Well, let's do the other dead test that does the filters test on the SID chip, and we'll see if it all sounds good. Then it is possible. I do remember with some SID chips, which are just fine. 0 page bad. What the heck? Well, that's interesting. Nothing else came up as bad. Usually, there is something. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, it's okay now. Usually if there's RAM troubles, it gives a flash code, which is very handy. It does. Anyway, I think this SID chip needs to be tested in a different version of the circuit board to get the real answer about what's what. I think. Because these strange things happen sometimes. They just do. But it's just, I mean, if it's, anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, another old board. Yep. Revision A. All right, we should be getting close to the filters test. Well, the sound test and the filters test. We should be. We should be. Okay, well, strange, very strange. Anyway, I'll see. I will try this SID chip, not now, but eventually, in a different version of the board, and then we'll get the final answer and see what's what. But meanwhile, while this is running, let's get out these glasses that I just put back together. And see that indeed we have chips. 82, 82, 83, 83. Huh. I'm not sure what that one is. Doesn't really say. 82, 83, 83. See, this one was from a school, it seems. And, of course, things get broken, and so things get swapped in and out. They do. But in looking really close, it looks like everything. It doesn't look like... Oh, maybe. No, it doesn't look like the board's been taken out from the bottom. But mind you, everything's in sockets. That, major things are in sockets, and that's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, 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 beautiful thing. Anyway, here's a little dust. That is pretty okay. Yeah. So I think I think tomorrow, or maybe later tonight, I will I'll do more with this SID chip. Maybe I'll hook up the harness, see what else it shows. Anyway, it was a good deal regardless. Even though it's yellow, even though it's ugly, even though it's gross. Just like people, it's what's inside that counts. So, enough of that for now. I'll see you again the next time we congregate. Until then, I remain David Bradley, 8-bit Commodore Man, in the TV room, where I'm your host. I'm your host. Have a lovely day. Bye for now. Oh, and, once again, people ask me sometimes, well, how many 64s do you think you have? And the answer is still, I just don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I should know, but I have no clue. Probably more than 64. Bye for now.